I want to go on a vacation with Galvana.
Hey, you over there? Yeah, you! Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to... alright. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people...
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations. Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors? Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner? There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaroon. I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. And it's pretty much just the same stuff that if you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede?
Huh? Wait,
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising to go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna... A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up.
it's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play...
Merciless. There's a group of people over there.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey,
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were...
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun.
hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't...
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so...
Really? Are we that...
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so
So, you two really like to gossip?
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, whoa, all this info's worth something, you know?
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to the welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon...
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks.
You are correct. I am a true professional. And since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before?
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like... Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's...
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away. Got into a fight with a man.
Wait a second. You don't think...
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time.
Look, there are some people talking over there.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about...
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no...
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always...
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from...
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut... Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you...
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true. Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone. Merciless.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with perfect.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk. It's the least I can do. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right up.
Collecting information has always been our strong.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to read, and if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
You can even estimate how long it'll take?
We've been working together for a long time. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? Oh, and there's just one last thing though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So...
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and invest. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit. I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So,
All right, then we'll head out as soon.
let's go our separate ways for now.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon. There seem to be several people inside.
Right. I feel like we.
It's not impossible.
So, it's a bit hard to understand them from here. Someone, please help! He's...
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before... The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. I'm freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Let me take a look. Please, lie down over... Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. Eh? Oh, I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please. I don't sense serious damage to your organs. And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there should... What about here? Does this hurt? Oh. I understand. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache. So that's what it is. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. Oh, and congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look...
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon...
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's...
But it also looks like she's the only medic...
Well...
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuing take...
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribed. You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned...
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have...
Hey, don't start arguing now, please. Keep... Hey! There's no need to fuss!
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that.
Please allow me to end this boring and you...
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this...
He just slowly walked off like that?
It's just... I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well,
You really...
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's... I'll accompany you two for a while. No, it's...
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be two... Miss Levine,
I remember.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure...
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as... Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the traveler rest? Paimon can... So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with... Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the... No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the... Got it! Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay. We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's... So you're the best of companions. Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left. Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Merciless. Merciless.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death! No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the... Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Linny!
Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our ship.
That's good. That means we've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the
Wait, why is she getting...
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should...
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going...
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of... You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling.
Well, everyone could use some more friends. Whoop.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine, I'm glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well...
Is now really a good...
According to my observations, Sijuin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only...
Okay, then let's head over...
Merciless. Lynette should be here. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sijuin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes, unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here.
Okay.
some books here and a few Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients. Oh, these sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a
Seems quite normal to me. These... None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to...
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally, which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentional... Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been discussed. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if... let's look around here for some more clues. Slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message.
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me, now!
That look on your face. But would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the No. Could she have...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave...
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means you're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Don't panic, just think everything over. Wait, you're right. Wait, the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds could...
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like...
So he's challenging me and... We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and if Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. Don't be like this, Lenny!
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please...
I simply cannot allow Lynn... I have to go. I'll find a way...
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these...
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well, then... Huh?
Is someone...
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in. Someone! Please help!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, what a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no... Being able to read human expressions is quite the... Hey! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him! He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office!
Come out and face me!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even—
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some—
Stop joking around! Where did you take my—
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation. Just as for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those—
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but—
He's not.
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup, although as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any—
Wait, you locked him outside in this—
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world.
Fremine's a star diver, so...
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for—
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's on— Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether—
So, you've been keeping tabs on us—
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and
You want to see Father? But—
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to— I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the teak.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much—
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have— Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse—
Lenny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lenny, can you at least talk to—
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell? I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correct. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... We often see Miss Sijween observing the prisoners at work. Fonta's internal reports suggest that the research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very different. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't... We often see Miss Sijween observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health. Fonta's internal reports suggest... The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the... I've been told that the infirmary is all... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place... We often see Miss Sijween observe... We often see Miss Sijween... Fonta's internal reports... The Fonta promoter has been struggling... According to Collins, According to Collins, I've been told that the infirmary is... We often see Miss Sijween observe...
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, she often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijween visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijween has only the best intentions with her surprise gift, and unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of us, the recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals, cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijween's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the... We often see Miss Sijween. The Fonta promoter has been struggling According to Collins, the Pancration... The Fonta promoter has been... According to Collins, Fonta's internal reports... The research notes said that We often see Miss Sijween observing the Fonta's internal report... The Fonta promoter has been... According to Collins, the
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both box. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the mystic, but really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's the company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale. To see how it might be received they came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were...
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth, although based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of spare... You'll pay... Ah!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional.
Sigewinne...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the... But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to...
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating. What are you talking about?
Sick me if you want.
How touching. Can you...
Don't be like that, Your...
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne...
You...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Claret.
Lemonade.
What's going on? What is Claret doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing of...
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must... Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne, how's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcome...
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want...
Fine, I'd like to get some tea.
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel?
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of... Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite...
Why would he ingest a large amount of
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but... Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh. Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now...
His breathing's beginning to...
Give me a hand and help me get him to...
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss...
He's awake. Fremine...
Linny... Lynette...
We're all here.
The infirmary at the Fortress of Mirror. How do you feel? Don't...
Travel... the sea! There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's the pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Where could Master Child be? Getting you! This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the... My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as
A guest? Then I could.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. What?
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of.
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now.
Thank you.
Merciless.
Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
I wanted to check up on Miss Claran.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me.
Well, want to explain?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word. Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me?
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goal?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific...
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome...
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates.
Oh, right! Paimon wanted to ask, who
Me, of course. I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Claran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get...
And saving Fremonet was part of the...
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due. That's not something you should be asking after. Neverlet only asked... All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us.
You make a compelling case.
Yeah, Paimon really wants...
Even if the truth may not be pleasant. Follow me.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Rise.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede... Stand on the central
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon, what a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui...
Well, Paimon...
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole...
So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered the temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for some later on a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that
The concentration of...
and that is precisely the problem. We're at the yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less... Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into... If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial... Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned...
But that's just too weird. What?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly... It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like the criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took and so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark... And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficient... But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel... Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their... After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian.
But now you know every part of that history.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be... To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lure...
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work on... Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well.
You want...
What a lovely idea.
Gotta admit,
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier...
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as...
Your Grace!
if I dated her, I'd officially be madder.
Jeez, follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge... This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, according to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila. He called his nation Lemuria, and
There's a ship in this story too?
where there's water, there'll be
Do you believe that too?
to a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any could. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless... All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Seems like you're good. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh,
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
yeah. We'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward...
We're back!
Welcome back.
How can you be so much
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remember while I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the tea.
Must have been Risley and Sejuin.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it
I really can't make sense.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuin is also busy with...
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3... Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea.
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because what's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, if I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but
You're super...
thanks so much. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has... that can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might...
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations.
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to...
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to... Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting...
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served at the coop.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh. You're right. What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Walsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too! No problem. So delicious. Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so glad to see Sijuin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings and— Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow— You were all super considerate and really thought it— It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's— I really wish Monsieur Nervulette would come down here more often, too. I feel like he'd like it here. With all the— Get a good night's rest, you two. on super sleep. Delicious.
Out of my way! Get out! What happened? Why is everyone— No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's... What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey! What are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey! What's wrong with these people? They won't even—
They're here! Yeah! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong. Just Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed. Yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people—
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly—
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey!
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the Cosmos Lair, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, 2, 1.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neuvillette? Why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there.
You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too... Will do. You have my...
Fearless. Fearless.
Look! There are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Though I'm sure he's already explained the should be a...
Oh, so you two are the honored guests.
Of course. How could they not attend a meeting?
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I've
already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 6...
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in dessert. I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked...
Oh, so you're also familiar with it. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd... Coming from you, that's...
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news...
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry.
Oh, and...
Because...
And where did he go after leaving?
Well?
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless... Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much.
Hold on.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come.
Huh? I don't...
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophet?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess, we're safe.
Indeed.
I win this bet. You...
Very well. It was indeed.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't...
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how...
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the court...
So what gift must the loser give?
He already has tons of tea in his office.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness.
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested.
That was up. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to.
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the...
I must say, we've spent Miss Farina. As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or
What are you trying?
at this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert, but you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the—
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the— Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to—
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you haven't. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long...
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we seek—
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated...
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond pride. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Oh, that look in your eye.
The emergency response plan is also...
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the...
The Oratrice? It's just like...
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone isn't... I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, Even just getting close to the core contaminated. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina,
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra... You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Oh, Paimon. If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely it is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need...
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss child before...
Paimon's coming too! The tea party turned out... Why are you looking at me like that?
Windblade!
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal... I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone...
You mean Ridesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, you are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to...
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparation?
No need. I will take care of it. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine.
Oh? Come over here, you little critter. You dare to run from me?
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment... It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronos... In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do?
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it.
Yes, Father.
My dear children.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that,
Probably the handiwork of the...
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the... Oh, and I have an...
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for... You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so... It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even... I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of... I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Eudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not... It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come... Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many seek... Ultimately, though, one must survive in order... You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to
Neuvillette?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesy... Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea. So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? You can't tell us? Then that's okay.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief, and now another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
Huh? Why is it raining all of...
You may be closer to the truth.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of what?
You guessed correctly. I sincerely...
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you. There's still something Paimon...
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, they say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, That stolen power is the basis of the...
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know in any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way.
Oh, so even...
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding
please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the... We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Looks like you're recovering nicely.
Thanks to... Oh, right. I managed to work...
Whoa, how did she
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if...
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house.
You meant father?
She said a few things that were,
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close.
Father's...
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometime.
That does sound like something that...
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next...
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent.
For real? Then Paimon wants another...
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks.
Injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette, of course, we must... Oh, how did Nervulette know that he was... Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you... If you're not too pressed for time, just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well.
You guys are back?
Quisto!
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here.
Huh?
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but...
We're sorry, but we just...
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super...
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they... Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever...
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there?
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you.
Fearless.
Jurier,
Yeah.
that's no excuse for... Huh?
Jurier, Lurvine, we're...
Hello there. It's been quite the mess.
And you? Are you still taking the secret...
Yep.
It can be a bit annoying.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you.
Oh, yeah? Then why?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for...
Not at all!
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface?
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything...
We're fine, for the most part. Nerville...
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to...
He sure sounds super...
Miss Cloran has left as well.
Were the gifts milk?
Nervalette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick.
Those aren't even...
Well, it's Nervalette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking... Oh, and I have some gifts here for you.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really...
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really sure feels that way. Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true! It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter. You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here? Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordials. We should be safe now, right? All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Nice. I like the rain.
A touch of frost.
Merciless. Another star goes out! Showering you with praise! Fearless! Paradigm shift! Let the world come alive!
Swift and merciful, submit for judgment.
Annihilate!
Windblade!
Merciless! Another star goes out! Oh, really? Fearless! Paradigm shift!
From whence you came! A touch of frost.
The show begins!
One with my blade.
Fearless. Into the void.
One with my blade. Submit for judgment.
Merciless.
A touch of frost.
Fearless. Paradigm shift. Fearless. Merciless.
Swift and merciful.
The show begins!
Into the void. Merciless. Merciless.
A touch of frost.
Another star goes
Merciless. One with my blade. Into the void.
Another test subject.
A touch of frost. But how?
May I present Paradise Shift.
Merciless. Swift and merciful.
How brilliant!
Into the void. Fearless. A touch of frost. Windblade. Fearless. One with my blade.
The show begins!
A touch of frost. That's more like it.
Another star goes out!
Fearless.
Merciless.
Windblade!
Merciless.
One with my blade! Disappear!
Merciless. Merciless. Another star goes out. Fearless. Merciless. Fearless. Into the void. Fearless. Another star goes out. Fearless. Merciless. Into the void. Let my name echo in song. Extinguished. Paradigm shift! Merciless! Into the void!
Wind blade!
Merciless! Paradigm shift! Fearless! Another star goes out! Fearless! Fearless! Paradigm shift! Fearless! Another star goes out! Merciless! Into the void! Fearless!
You want me on your team?
The show begins!
Huh?
Fearless. Another star goes out! Merciless. Merciless. Into the void! Let's light it up! Merciless.
Pay your dues.
Paradigm shift!
A treasure buried in time. You've earned yourself a reward.
A touch of frost.
Merciless. How brilliant!
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Merciless.
A treasure buried in time.
Swift and merciful.
That's more like it.
Merciless. Merciless. Paradigm shift. Fearless. Merciless. Into the void.
Forth, my blade.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
The show. Merciless. Paradigm shift. Merciless.
The show! Merciless!
You've earned yourself a reward. You've earned yourself a reward.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came!
We go! Another star goes out!
Your hard work is paying off. I feel this.
There is one with my blade.
Merciless. However fearsome the lightning may be, its wrath is limited to the realm beneath the cloud.
Into the void! Let's light it up! Annihilate!
A treasure buried in time.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Post the commission at the Adventurers Guild.
da da da.
You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you?
Just what will we come across this time?